Yeah? Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18? Just like me? Yeah, why? I'm just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time all by herself, and she's so grown up. Yeah, I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And then you look at me and, well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all that you've gone through. Good morning! The two of you look like you're doing well today. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Hey, good morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? My mother's coming today to show her support. Yeah? Yeah. That's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls? Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think you can do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Please. It's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. Mr. Nick, that's enough! You can't show weakness in front of the person you love! Pearly! Not this again! Please, can you do this for us, Pearls? Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later then. I'll leave you two to your alone time. Thank goodness. Nick? This way Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. What do you mean? What's going on? Oh. He doesn't want her to see her mother be on the stand and basically be a co-conspirator. / the actual murderer. I see. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I am the prodigy, who has never lost a case since becoming prosecutor 5 years ago. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. Uh-huh. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Fey. It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Well. Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. Alright, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. What? But, Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant? I never said that wasn't the defendant. Then what is the meaning of this? All I am saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that is when she dropped this key. Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand. Just as I suspected. Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this. Witness, name and occupation.
My name is Morgan Fay, and I am a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking.
I'm sorry, but what do you mean in a manner of speaking?
I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct?
Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then.
The spirit severing technique?
A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is...
Yes, that is.
You, be quiet.
Now,
Witness,
something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct.
what in the world could have...
Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room.
What? And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. Order! 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 Miss Fey, please testify to this court what happened during that time.
Your Honor, I will try my best.
I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. Oh boy. What lie is she spinning this time?
After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck, and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that.
Why have you hidden this until now?
I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise.
That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. Alright, well, let's start by pressing everything. That's usually the best place to start. Okay, after the gunshot, the two broke down. That seems pretty self-explanatory. Just now you said those two. Who were the two people you're referring to?
I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir.
Lotta's not a foreigner, despite how she talks.
Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful.
I can already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot.
In any case, I have already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright.
Oh. Thanks. What did you do after that, Miss Fay? Well, he did say send the bill to his office later. Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes, that's a very good point.
At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another...
Another what, madam?
Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself.
I want to hear the end of that sentence. Oh, yeah. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of the room, wasn't there? You must testify! Why did you chase us out of the room?
I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and the camera woman may be in danger. is what I thought to myself.
Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Fey. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us.
Looks like she caught us napping.
That's my aunt for you. Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Fey, please continue.
Okay, pistol was hanging from Maya's hand. She was in a daze. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head. And this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie.
But why would you lie about something like that?
It is very painful for me to say this, however. The witness was lying to cover for the defendant.
She was covering for Maya? Hell no, she wasn't!
So you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade mystic Maya had done something very unexpected.
Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she...
That witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there's always later.
Yes, very well. Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach?
Now, witness, continue with what happened. Okay, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit to such a thing. However, yes. But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There's no way she could have escaped from you so easily. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Fey.
Ah! Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand.
Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However... Great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted. You fainted? I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor.
How long were you unconscious?
I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps? 10 minutes?!
And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time.
Happy? Witness, elaborate on that point for us.
Nothing changed. I have no knowledge of where she went. Is that because you were unconscious?
Why, yes.
Great. Well, now what? So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went.
I would think that's obvious, good sir.
If that's true,
then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all?
now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself.
It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this, but the key word here is this witness.
What do you mean by that?
It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. Looks like Miss Von Karma's ready to move on to her next witness.
That's enough. From what I can tell, there's nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber. I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt.
Now let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber?
Yes. That would exactly be...
Be quiet, you! Now then, what the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person.
She went to speak with someone? Who was it?
The prosecution calls Miss Eenie, who was sleeping in the side room at the time.
Eenie!
I think you can see where this is headed. Witness, name and occupation. Okay, so my name is like Eenie. I'm like researching like parapsychology stuff at the university.
What is this parapsychology?
Let's see. It's like, I guess most people call it occult stuff.
Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what it means.
Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself.
Yes, sir.
Now then, Miss Meanie. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? Like, I guess? If that is the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor?
Yes, sir. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine! Okay, let's see Eenie's testimony.
Like, when the channeling started, I was like sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister! I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. My sister, she, like, told me something, like, totally terrible.
Now hold your horses, young lady. You were saying the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey?
Really now, Your Honor. Maya Fey was still in the middle of the channeling at the time.
Are you saying that the spirit of was the spirit of this witness's sister?
Yes, Mimi Minnie. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic.
Oh, well, this is...
Witness! Like, yeah? In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to? Of course.
Miss Minnie, please.
My sister, like, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it, Eenie?
She took her revenge? Are you sure that's what she said?
Yes. There. Are you satisfied, Your Honor?
I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge.
It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end.
What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for.
This testimony just now. Was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies.
Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder.
Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last.
Okay, let's try to get through this, and then we'll call it a day. Okay, well actually, let's see. Sleeping in the side room, someone came to the room, it was a sister, sad way. Okay, so it's literally just the stuff that we saw before. Okay, so it literally is just what she originally testified. Okay, well, press everything, and we'll go from there. Was that because of your sesame allergy, was it?
Like, that's right. I, think there were sesame seeds, in the lunch they served that day. I had this, premonition that it was going to totally be a seedy day.
Yes, indeed. I see. Am I the only one who missed the boat here? Anyway, so you were taking a nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping? I mean, the murder, but... Someone came in the room. Do you know the time?
Maybe a little before 11 a.m.? Something like that, I think?
11 a.m.?
Yeah, my stomach is totally ready for, food.
No, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. I meant what time was it when the someone came into your room?
Oh, so that's what you meant. You should have been more, clear about it.
Sorry, my bad.
No, it's okay. It's really...
That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence?
Did I? So, what was I talking about again?
Never mind.
Witness, about this person who entered the tide room.
I mean, it wouldn't have been that easy to kind of derail it, but it actually would have been really nice. Oh no, it doesn't actually say time of death. Oh, we couldn't have used that anyway. Damn. Oh well. Are you absolutely sure?
I guess.
You guess? Was it or was it not your sister who entered?
I don't know. I mean, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith.
First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer. Well, Mr. Wright, the defense rests.
Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss Mimi Minnie?
Hadn't seen her so long, I was happy in a sad way. You were happy in a sad way?
Yeah, I mean, it was my sister.
But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again?
But, maybe if I was, someone who didn't know about, the occult. But I, know all about the Kuring channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, what she said.
Should I drop this line of questioning? No. Always question further. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter?
No. There wasn't any reason for me to, think anything was strange.
But...
Ah! Don't keep badgering her.
You know the phrase objection. Could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright, this question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister, is it really that important? Yeah. Why would she not be surprised? It is very important. Although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've gotta bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Alright, Mr. Wright. Miss Meanie, please amend your testimony.
Like, okay, I'm like totally cool with that.
Hey, finally an amendment. I wasn't scared at all, and her costume looked totally normal. Okay, this is probably what we need to present evidence on. Huh. I think I know what we need to do, but I'm gonna press anyway. So there was nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance.
Like, yeah, nothing was like weird.
Annie's talking to herself like she's found something wrong. Like, I know what it is too, Phoenix! If it really wasn't anything wrong, where did the blood go?
That's impossible. Like, everything okay? Can I, like, go on?
I mean, I know exactly what we need to do, but again, press everything. Something terrible. What was this thing she told you?
Huh? Like, didn't I just, like, tell you about it? Did you, like, forget already? A foolish fool with a foolish sigh for a brain only speaks foolishly with foolish words.
Well, excuse me, princess! Anyway, should I ask to hear the story again? Nah, we already know what happened. Although I do love the Legend of Zelda reference. I didn't just hear this story. It's not like my memory's that bad. Actually, the defense is fine and does not need to hear the story again. Very well, you may continue your testimony, Miss Meanie. I know there has to be something here I can use, but where?
She really put a lot of thought into this lie, didn't she?
We can't rush this. Let's take it slowly, one step at a time.
She's bound to slip up somewhere.
Don't give up. Don't get careless, okay? Remember, calm and collected. I just realized that my health bar did not recover all the way. I am missing 2 points there. That is a frightening prospect that not doing super well with the Cyclops actually affects it going forward. I just realized that that is actually a little bit frightening, and I might need to use save states a little more often when it comes to the Cyclops. Okay, but we know what it is. Costume looked totally normal, but did it really? That was a very well spun lie, Miss Eenie. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Miss Meanie, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance.
Like, yeah, and?
But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this.
The blood spray.
Miss Minnie, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, I would have noted it right off the bat. Order! Order! Miss Minnie, what is the meaning of this? Miss Minnie?
I'm thinking! Don't interrupt me!
And what are you stammering about, Your Honor? That witness. Her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness.
Like, I'm sorry. I, like, didn't mean to snap.
Now, hurry up with the testimony. If you please. The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's gonna be. I was tempted to just call it there because of the next part of the testimony. Because we're pretty much out of time, and I gotta get going. But we can at least hear the testimony.
Like, the side room was, like, kind of dark, you know? So, like, the costume is, like, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. And I, like, persuaded my sister it wasn't, like, right to do something like that. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber.
Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood.
You think? Like, thanks, Gramps.
Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness.
Okay, well, we are definitely calling it a day right here.
I don't think it was kind of dark, but I don't think I have anything to prove it. Nothing really stands out right away, but we'll press everything and hopefully get a testimony change next time. So next time on Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. We're gonna continue Enie's testimony, and hopefully we can unspun more of her lies. So until then, everyone, take care.